The Khady Touré case, the explosive investigation. Who really paid for the car at the heart of the scandal among the host's 3 lovers? Find out the whole truth. Part 1. It's an affair that is causing chatter in the cottages and which has been fueling the social chronicle of our country in recent days. In this country of deceptive economic miracles and astonishing financial mirages, a story shakes the country and revolts the citizens. It's a story of buttocks, very big buttocks, of hundreds of millions of public money diverted to maintain these buttocks, of ministers who fight with millions of francs to have the exclusivity of said buttocks and of a car through which the scandal happened. The boss, hello. Please, you have the same car as Mrs. Khady Touré, sorry. Germany, you need to explain this to your wife. You need to explain this to your son. I would have liked you to buy this car to give to your wife. But you take a car to give it to Khady Touré. And you are going to come and make fun of the people of Côte d'Ivoire to respond to Babo. She's going to spend the euros. There you go, it was a Germany who made the sound. 157,000 euros the cost of the car you bought to give to him. A few small euros from a Germany. She gives 100 euros, 100 euros, 100 euros, 100 euros again. And 100 euros. The car that is with her was bought by a Germany to give to her. Your minister at Germany is the one who bought this car to give to him. He just has to come and say that it's false. And then, if he's having fun, his girlfriend who is in Abada, Riviera Abada, I'll talk about that. He has a white Jeep that he takes to go see her. This one, I'm going to make it famous on social networks. You think we're having fun here? It was a Germany who bought this car for 157,000 euros in cash to give to this girl. Let her show us the customs clearance papers. When she brought the car to Côte d'Ivoire, she made the denouement. A Germany himself, the cars he brings into the country, he does not clear them through customs because he is a deputy. So they are exempt from anything related to customs clearance. Côte d'Ivoire, our country, became Wubiland or the Democratic Republic of Wubekistan under the reign of Alassane Ouattara. Perversion and depravity of morals reigned supreme there. Everyone knows that. Moreover, the Wubi are so comfortable in our country that they even want to become president. And then that's it. But in addition to having transformed our country into Wubiland, they are succeeding in transforming all the young women of this country into professional, busy managers, or, as the man in the street says, gizzard sellers. A busy manager or a gizzard seller is a woman who sells her body for money, material goods such as a car or a house, trips abroad, or more simply for the monthly payment of her rent. In summary, a busy manager is a prostitute. When she is famous, she is called a woman fighter. When she has nothing, she is nicknamed ppa-ci. But busy manager, gizzard seller or ppa-ci, it's the same job, prostitution. It is the scandal surrounding one of these female fighters that has been the talk of the town in recent days. Her name, Touré Khadijata, better known as Khady Touré. This 37-year-old young Odianika woman, who went to study English in Ghana with the aim of becoming an interpreter-translator, ultimately discovered other talents. More lucrative talents.
Hello guys, my name is Khady Touré. I'm a movie actress, a producer, a TV host, and an entrepreneur. Today I'm going to ask you a question. Why don't you speak English? I mean, I'm Ivorian. I'm not a native English speaker. I'm a French native speaker, but I learned the language. I learned it because I think it's one of the best language, not only in the world, but it's also the most spoken language in the world. So if you do so, it's going to help you a lot, not only in your career, but also in giving you opportunities, in multinationals, company, when you travel, touristic, so many things. There's so many advantages in learning that language. So don't just stay in your house, playing games, watching movies and doing nothing. No, work, make an effort. It's for your own life. It's for your future. Take it serious, okay?
Of course, she hosts a show on Loic Fallera's NCI channel. Certainly, she made a few films, but all her films turned out to be turnips, poor B-series productions that no one remembers and that the cinematographic chroniclers of Côte d'Ivoire cannot classify as quality intellectual productions. In other words, she's a poor actress who produced poor films. On the other hand, if there is one area in which Khady Touré is champion in all categories, it is in the kidney role. Under a sheet, her performance is extraordinary and she breaks all records for positions and acrobatics. When she throws her loins, she is stronger than the best action movie actresses, Angelina Jolie, Scarlett Johansson, Charlize Theron, Gal Gadot or Zoe Saldana. To put all the chances on her side and increase her performance as an actress in horizontal films, she resorted to cosmetic surgery to increase the volume of her buttocks and slightly tighten the tissue of her breasts, which had become flabby after giving birth to 2 children. Like many presenters hired by the new Ivorian TV channels, NCI, Life TV, Khady Touré manages busy to make ends meet. Repudiated by her husband, Mr. Fadiga, who could no longer bear her numerous infidelities, she decided to sell herself to the highest bidder. My first daughter is 19, she's the one on social media. At the beginning of last year, I was sent by my husband to France to follow our activities. I lived there and I came back to Côte d'Ivoire very often. I returned before the coronavirus crisis. And now I have just noticed that my husband is in a relationship with a film actress named Khady Touré. I was so shocked that I told my daughter. She was so angry that she wanted to put their conversations on social networks as well as an obscene video. I told her no. I argued with my husband, so I'm going to France for the family and he's taking it easy. But I have to reveal his behavior. I am going to speak directly to your actress Khady Touré. 20 years of my life that I build with my husband. The beginning was not easy. We both do business. Sometimes money was short in the family. Now that things are going well, we are going to build the future of our children. I see that he is spending money on you. This money could be used for the children's studies. Your messages are there. I have your numbers. There is a 49 and a 75. Your photo too. You ask him for money and you make him naughty videos where you call him my darling, my heart. You have ways of speaking in your videos to attract him. You are a total slut. You pretend to be a good girl on the internet. My daughter told me that you are married. I told her that it was impossible because a married woman in love cannot come and dance in someone else's home. So when you are short of money, you come to my husband to get this money. There, I think this is your terminus. I am not going to build my life so that a girl thirsty for money comes and squanders what has been set aside for the family. But for the sake of my children, I am going to reveal it and it will slow you down. In addition, you do not ask for small sums of money. And you like that, you are in my couple. You want a lot of money. You do not want to suffer. You want marriage. But at some point you have to stop. You open the Holy Quran, you get yourself filmed and you put it online. However, your life is not virtuous. My daughter showed me sequences of your films. It brings out your personality. Everything bad that we do in secret using the name of God, he ends up revealing it to the world. Cocotte, I am not going to let a person like you come and dance in my couple. This video is to tell you that this is the last time you will dance in my home. I am from the north. Many young girls spend their time casting spells on men, they lose their minds, and they can ask them for large sums of money without thinking about the man's family. Thus, Miss Touré Khadijata, known as Khady Touré, will become the mistress of several political figures in Côte d'Ivoire. She was first the hidden mistress of the Minister of Tourism and Leisure, Sianda Fofana. This former ppa-ci executive, we remember, had betrayed President Beatty, who had nevertheless financed all his higher education and had managed to have him placed as General Director of the Road Maintenance Fund, FARE. He rejected President Beatty for Alassane Ouattara, because he had been promised a ministerial post if he renounced his allegiance to the ppa-ci to join the RHDP. When he was CEO of the FARE, the whole of Côte d'Ivoire knows how he diverted funds from this structure where payments are mainly made in cash. Siandu Fofana made fake tickets for the Atingui and Sengrobo tolls and directly pocketed the money from these fake tickets. He used this money diverted from the fair coffers to distribute millions to girls with big butts in Abidjan. Siandu Fofana was brought down from the fair to be replaced by Diaby Lansani. Thanks to Amadou Goncoulibali. But Fofana has accumulated a large reserve of new money with which he buys the caresses of the spanked girls of Abidjan. He did not remain indifferent to Khady Touré's buttocks charm and managed to make her fall into bed by giving her generous bundles of millions of CFA francs. The actress quickly realized that Siandu Fofana is certainly liquid, but not enough to satisfy all her needs. Especially since she was divorced by her husband, she has a lot of expenses: rent, child care, cars, business class leisure trips, purchase of wigs, makeup bags, luxury bags, tourist forays to Dubai, etc. Siandu alone could not resolve all this. This is where another guy will enter the scene, Kobinan Kouassi Adjumani. He often saw her on TV and stupidly salivated over this woman's curves. He wondered how he could have this wild beauty in his bed. After eating Carmen Sama for several months, he got tired of her and got rid of her by giving her a new car, costing around 25 millions. Now, it's Khady Touré he wants in his bed. And he finally got there. How? I will come back to it. But before landing in the minister's bed, she often asked him for financing for some of her films. When he managed to put Khady Touré in his bed, Minister Adjumani was so proud of it that he told anyone who would listen. Do you see the girl there? She's acting smart on TV, but it's me who eats it. And all this accompanied by a fat and stupid laugh. Ask the good people of Adjumani, they will tell you that she is their boss's wife. Kobinan Adjumani likes tall, fat, buttocked women. If they are also clear, it is heaven on earth for him. And he spends lavishly. However, it is not his money alone which is at the origin of this inconsiderate purchase, despite his love for big buttocks. In any case, the millions of Siandu Fofana and Kobinan Kouassi Adjumani did not alone buy Khady Touré's car. On the other hand, they allowed us to taste their fill of the forbidden fruit and explore this girl's secret garden. Besides, can we say that the garden is still a secret after all that? I now give you the other indisputable truth that I discovered. End of first part. Someone's lady. Oh someone, you're lucky. She's someone's lady. Oh yes, Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.